Matson again, guarded very, very closely. The screen by Mulaney. Now Hackett with the screen. It's not used. I don't know how you try to pierce through this defense right now. I don't know.
Yeah, the Franklin pressure is causing Union Catholic to have to start their offense very, very high up. And, you know, you can't really shoot from out there, so not many options.
Well, Matson tries it, gets fouled in the process. She will take 3 free throws. Something tells me, especially with a defense as good as the Lady Warriors defense, foul shots are going to play a crucial role in the Vikings offense.
Yes, definitely.
Game.
When you do well to draw a foul against this over-aggressive defense, you have to convert. Because those foul calls might not go your way later in the game.
That's exactly right. Matson makes all 3 to put the Vikings up by 5 now, despite Franklin actually playing extremely well.
Especially defensively. I love what they're doing with the half-court traps. Truly brilliant. I would look for them to keep going to that.
Well, Peterson is in the game now. Peterson is another secret weapon type of player.
Yeah, that's a tough putback there for the Vikings. Unfortunately, that's going to be one you have to live with.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that Franklin was going to get a lot of rebounds today, but it really is, it will always be throughout this game, something to look out for. Hackett screen. Once again to Matson. Peterson with their first possession, just checked in.
Hackett turns it over. Oh, but Franklin turns it right over. Gabby Zeekeball with the mid-range, no good. Peterson gets the rebound. Zeekeball for the mid-range, wow. That's good.
What a turn of events right there.
Seriously, what a swing of momentum there. And it's right back to a 5-point lead for the Vikings.
Franklin, they've been rebounding great. I really don't know what happened on that play. Just a bit of a miscommunication. The 3 is no good. Gabby right there to get the possession. Peterson to Matson.
No good.
3's no good.
I mean, Tony, great quarter there for the Vikings, right? I believe we kind of expected, Franklin to come out to a quick start. Union Catholic maybe had to adjust in the first quarter. Instead, it's Franklin needing to adjust to this Union Catholic spark. What are you seeing out there for the Vikings that you're liking?
I think they're reading Franklin's very, very impressive defense extremely well. Matson, who's really been driving this offense, she's been taking free throws, she's been taking 3s, she's been taking mid-range shots, and it's just been working for her.
Yep.
I think they've been centering all these plays around her on the offense. They've been setting screens, and it's just working in their favor. I think Franklin, they got to get used to these changes that UC has been making very early. Vikings, of course, they're very good at adapting. And they're also very good in the beginning of the game. If they can maintain this going forward, it'd be very impressive.
Definitely, and I mean, some people may say, oh, why does this game matter? It's just, a silly little exhibition game preparing for the state tournament. But that's exactly what it is. It's preparing you for the state tournament. And Union Catholic's first-round matchup, Our Lady of Mercy, 2 6-footers on the roster. Oof. Union Catholic does not have that kind of size.
No.
So playing these exhibition games against a team like Franklin with 3 6-footers on the roster prepares them later down the line for basketball that maybe matters more.
Well, we will see what adjustments the Franklin Lady Warriors made.
The Rutgers commit not on the floor.
I just got to say, the Lady Warriors has to be one of the best high school girls teams names we have seen yet. There's some tight ball movement here. Layup is no good.
Peterson with the rebound. Green grass ahead. Her layup.
Wow.
Is stripped on the way up. Great defense there by the Lady Warriors. But nonetheless, it will be Union Catholic basketball underneath.
In a quick defensive play like that, it's really easy to foul someone. But no, they were right there. It was all ball. Matson, a 3. Bounces out.
Over the back foul called on TT Hassan. That's not one you want to give up right there. But I do like the look from Madsen, right, even though she missed. If you have an open three-pointer with the way that this Franklin defense is playing so aggressively, you have an open three, you got to take the open three.
The floater by Gianna Mattia is good. You know, I find it very impressive that Tia, despite being there down low for all those crazy plays, has only one foul. It's so easy to foul when you do what she does. And she'll take a three. That's a rare one. No good.
Did look a bit off from the jump, but I do like the shot once again. Maybe not be her shot, but nonetheless, I like the open three-point look that they're taking. But she will come out of the game. It's Mulaney back in the game.
Mattia up top.
Help's got to come.
Down low, Sunkins.
Help comes, but a little bit too late. You got to be quick with the help, knowing that there's a big mismatch down low.
Sunkins has been leading the way offensively, just like Madsen over here has for the UC Vikings. She gets her own rebound.
Madsen, Ziegenball from the volleyball line is good. I mean, if she can hit that shot consistently, the Franklin Lady Vikings, not Vikings, Warriors will have trouble defending these Vikings all day long.
Speaking of Warriors, that was Steph Curry range right there. That was impressive.
But Franklin with a quick response. I mean, both teams going to where they're most comfortable. Union Catholic on the perimeter, and Franklin down low.
Mulaney.
Union Catholic playing at a very, very high level right now.
Definitely.
But despite that, only a 4-point lead to show for it.
They get it down low again.
Quick turnover. Union Catholic with a lot of momentum here.
They've been paying off with these turnovers. You do not want them in this situation. Long pass to Hackett. Her pass is deflected. Now fast break opportunity.
Got to stop the ball.
Warriors.
The Vikings stop the ball well.
That was not out of bounds. It looks like that was a foul. It'll be McRiney on the inbound.
And it's Hackett with the foul.
That shot by Gabby was so random, but clearly it doesn't matter. She just sinked it.
I mean, truthfully, no matter where the shot is from, if you have an open look, I believe you should be taking it in this game. Union Catholic playing very, very good defense. They've been forcing a lot of steals. Madsen with a wide open floater, no good. And it's Mulaney, I believe, with an over-the-back foul.
There's Sunkins, who has scored most of the points for Franklin so far. She cuts it down low. All the Vikings are already there, able to get it back. Another second chance opportunity. Not able to hit. I gotta say, Franklin gets so many offensive rebounds. UC has just been so lucky that really these second, third, fourth chance opportunity shots have not been hitting. I think the score would be a lot different.
Yes, and that is a bit of a concern for Union Catholic. Obviously, on one hand, you've done well to, not give up points. But on the other, if Franklin does start hitting these shots, the lead could start to dwindle.
Hackett screen. Gabby.
Shot is blocked. Tough look. Franklin has been blocking a lot of these three-pointers from the perimeter.
About 5.
Yes, wow.
Ooh.
Straight to Madsen, intercepted.
Let's call it a pass. Ziegenbalg. Another Hackett screen. This time Hackett will take the mid-range.
No good, but Mulaney with the rebound. And she's fouled.
How about Mulaney with these offensive rebounds?
And if you're Franklin, that's really unacceptable. You come into this game with really one massive advantage, and that is the size. So because of that, you would really expect the rebounds to come along with it, but it really is not today. And another quick foul.
You know, it's so interesting how some teams, like Franklin has so far, been great on the offensive glass. Defensive, inconsistent. Gabby adds another point to her 1,000 plus. It's another. Myers up top. Floater no good. Whoa.
UC with a silly turnover there. That's going to haunt Coach Dyer at night. Timeout call by Coach Dyer.
Understandably so, too.
She wants to talk it over with the girls, right? They're doing so well right now. Silly little mistake there. That's going to hurt them. Tony, in this timeout for Franklin, what do you think their coach is saying right now to get them back into it? Because they have the massive size advantage, yet it's not really paying off thus far.
I mean, like you just said, I think the Franklin coach would be telling them, be ready down low.
Yep.
I mean, they're scoring so many points down low. We have the size advantage. We've been doing it offensively, or getting those offensive rebounds. I mean, do the same on defense. Limit the fouling. I mean, they already have one fouled three-point attempt. I just think those are the things that they're going over. Andrew, what do you think UC is talking about right now? They called the timeout.
For UC, obviously, when you give up those offensive rebounds, those are to be expected. You can't let yourself get down when, you know, someone with a foot height advantage gets a rebound over you. You can't get down to the dumps about that. You've got to, you know, just go about your next play and really focus offensively, right? If you can't stop them on defense, you've got to outdo them on offense, right? If this game has to be 190, that's what it's got to be, right? It's not going to be a defensive masterclass by the Vikings. They're going to give up a lot of points, but they've got to up the offense to show for it.
I have to agree.
Once again, no sign of the Rutgers commit for Franklin. And Union Catholic with a silly turnover off the full court press, and then a foul call. I mean, that's probably exactly what Coach Dyer was telling her team not to do in the timeout. I mean, that's why she called the timeout to begin with. That's tough there for the Vikings.
And Franklin will get the ball right back. Vikings actually still have a 4-point lead right now, but that can fade away quick with a team as good as the Lady Warriors. Down low. Almost an and one.
Oh, travel is called on the up and under move. Thought it was a lovely move. Got Hackett up in the air jumping, but it was a travel, I guess.
All right, well, you can't mess up 3 in a row. And
they almost did, but Peterson escapes quickly and is fouled on the sideline.
Peterson there showing up exactly what we say at every broadcast.
Yep.
What does she do best? What separates her very clearly over a lot of other players? It's that speed. Gabby, heat check 3. No good. I don't really know if that's exactly the type of shot you want to be taking right now.
Official warning on the Franklin coach. Believe he might still be disagreeing about that up and under call. It's always nice when the referee gives an official warning rather than the technical.
Yeah. The shot down low was no good. The Vikings were ready for that one. Mulaney, Hackett, Matson, mid-range, money.
I was going to say money too. Great job there by the Vikings, adjusting from the Franklin half-court press, moving into the full court. They broke it very, very well there and executed in the half court. Unfortunately there, gave up the bucket right back.
Yeah, they were not ready for that defensive play there, it seems. Oh, Gabby.
She thought about it.
She thought about it. Hackett, mid-range, boom.
That made the net go splash. What a shot by Hackett. I mean, both teams are really going jumper for jumper right now.
Oh, yeah. That was a clean shot right there. The 3.
Nearly touched the ceiling. And it's Peterson with the rebound with green grass ahead.
She'll race down. Oh, hands it to Gabby instead of going up for the layup. And Gabby gets fouled.
I think she might be in her own head a little bit after that first layup in which she was stripped.
Yeah.
Got to go up with that, though, nonetheless.
And coach, I think, letting her know.
You got to go up with it. You're such a talented player.
Especially with the speed that she has, the athleticism. Oh, Gabby, quick shot there.
But, you know, freshman mistake, she has 3 more years after this to learn.
Yeah.
And I believe she will be a great player for this program.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It shows incredible maturity on the court.
Madsen looks to push, but Union Catholic does not have numbers. They'll slow it down. Zeke ball from deep. No good. But Mulaney with the rebound.
Ziegenbalg has been taking some deep shots this game.
And I mean, I think she's 1 for 3 on the really, really deep one, so why not keep shooting? Sophie Peterson back in the game, quick substitution. Maybe coaches wanted to have a quick word with her about that layup. Build up her confidence again.
I think so too. Madia throws it down low. The fadeaway
is good. What a shot there.
That was Alea Sunkins. We got less than a minute left of this half. Ziegenbalg chooses to drive in.
She carved through the defense very, very well there. Couldn't get the land to go. You got to stop the ball here. They do well. Step back 3, no good.
Got to get the ball if you're the Vikings. And I guess they do now. It'll be their possession.
And me personally, Tony, obviously I say this every single broadcast. I'm a big fan of it. Hold for the last shot here, right? You've clung on to this 4-point lead. Like it's really like the last 3 minutes of the game. You've held on to this 4-point lead like really for dear life. That's what I was trying to say. So why not? Why even give Franklin a chance to shorten the lead?
And now that you say that, the shot will go off before.
Of course, the announcer's jinx. What do I know?
Franklin doesn't even choose to hold it. They'll get fouled. Still a 4-point game.
With 4 seconds left.
Madia's first free throw. Tips off.
And Union Catholic here with more than enough time to go down and get a shot of their own. You definitely don't want to turn the ball over here.
Preferably not.
And I like the idea of someone getting a running start. That's not what you want, right? Gabby Ziegenbalg getting the ball double-teamed 84 feet from the basket. That doesn't really get you any closer to getting a basket. I want something running down like an NFL route type thing.
1 second
They'll
left.
just dribble it out. I mean, understandable. That's better than giving up a 5-second violation or giving up a turnover to allow Franklin to cut the lead down to potentially even 0. I mean, great half overall from the Vikings, right? We thought this Franklin team was much better than the record showed. They really are. Yep. But nonetheless, the Vikings have done well to hold their own in this competitive matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of takeaways here from that first half. Very action-packed. I mean, we've seen some questionable shots. We've seen wide-open shots just completely going all over the place. Both very impressive teams, playing very impressively, neither having an off night whatsoever.
Yep.
I mean, this could really go either way. It's honestly hard to tell.
And it's really a preview of the state tournament, which is why this game is so exciting, because on the 28th of February, or 29th of February, doesn't even say, but actually, no, let's see. The 28th of February, they will be hosting Our Lady of Mercy here in the vault. So this is really a preview of that. That's why this game matters so much. So stay tuned for this game and really the state game, but this is such a preview that you got to stay tuned for this one too.
No, absolutely. I mean, I can't wait to see what happens in the second half. Are we having a half-court challenge?
I believe we are.
All right, well, let's stay tuned for that. I mean, I might just stay on for this one, Andrew.
I mean, why not? We got some cheerleaders on. We got Jay Selly up first.
Here we go.
Former basketball player.
Now, we did see a parent actually hit the half-court shot, that one being the first and only at UC so far. He got a nice $20 gift card from Fabio's Bistro. This shot, ooh,
Very close.
very close.
Next is Angelina Corvalon. I used to go to middle school with her. This is not going to be within 20 feet of the basket.
Oh, okay, yep, you are, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Straight to
wind
Mr. Coletti. I mean, that's honestly better than what I thought she was going to throw up. Next, Cassandra. A little bit better. Still straight to Coletti.
It had the height.
Next is Miranda Estime. Her dad has a great restaurant. Even worse. I think, cheerleaders should just be barred from this from this competition.
Yeah,
It's Drew Carson up next.
with the headphones on.
The freshman basketball player, not necessarily much closer than the cheerleaders were. Now it's freshman sensation Malik Moore.
Well, I say it every time. He could definitely dunk it from there if he wanted to.
Not particularly close.
Maybe he
not.
should have.
Maybe he should have. Next is John Acosta
Oh, here we go. Ooh,
off the back rim.
that was one of the cleanest looking half-court shots we've had this year.
RJ Wicks in the Uggs is up next.
Ooh, okay.
Coletti's getting a lot of catching practice today. Next is Noah GRT.
Ooh, okay.
That was good if it goes, but unfortunately a bit wide left.
It wasn't good, and it didn't go.
We have a dad.
Oh, put
Rich.
the camera back. Put the camera back. Granny shot was no good. Shout out to Rick Berry.
Oh, we got two more.
All right, this guy with the hood. Maybe it was in his eyes. I don't know. And this guy with the hood, but wisely doesn't have it on.
It could restrict your motion. I've shot once with the suit jacket on.
Oh, yeah.
Not the best. That'll be it for today.
Oh, boy.
Fabios, once again, is safe. They should really have, insurance, half-court insurance. Maybe they pay someone $1 a week, and they're insured. Something like that.
I don't know, but we got about 4 minutes left until the third quarter starts, the second half. That was the Fabio's half-court challenge. We'll get you one day, Fabio. That guy last time already did, but he wasn't a student, so
Yep.
we'll get you one day. Maybe it'll be us. Who knows?
It could be.
I wouldn't
Either
bet on
way,
it.
stay tuned.
And we are back, Viking Nation, for the second half of this game. The UC Vikings facing off against the Franklin Lady Warriors. Bit of a weird first half. I mean, a lot of back and forth. It's been about a 4-point Oh, there's the zoom in on Matson.
And Gabby Ziegenball's mom.
So as everybody can very clearly see, I guess there, Matson will be inbounding. Yeah, very interesting first half. UC has really maintained about a 4-point lead pretty consistently for a while now. Almost a turnover there. Ziegenbalg recovers.
Now a storyline for me personally in the second half is why has the Rutgers commit for Franklin played maybe less than 5 minutes thus far?
Yeah, you've been wondering that.
I have been, because if you have a Division I Big Ten basketball commit, why not your player? I mean, Jackie Dyer, Coach Dyer, would never even think about not playing Gabby Ziegenball, so why would you not play your star through Franklin? Just don't get it. And Franklin right there answers back Gabby Ziegenball with a 3-point play of their own. Quick update from the GOAT, Nick Dahl, in the booth. The Rutgers commit is nursing an injury, and they're trying to save her before the state tournament. Very understandable there.
And shout out Nick.
Definitely. I mean, surprised she even played at all then.
Yeah. Well, Mulaney gets the layup.
I guess it's more of like a AAA rehab assignment type thing.
Yeah.
Not that Union Catholic is a AAA baseball team, but the floater for Franklin is good.
Ziegenbalg double teams. Well, Matson now has it. She will bring it up and slow the pace down here. Very understandable. She'll drive all the way in.
Gets her own rebound.
Gabby, long three.
No good.
No good.
But she gets it right back off the Mulaney rebound.
She held a floater and it's good.
Great offensive possession there for the Vikings. You get a second chance opportunity and you convert on it.
This is the biggest lead of the game so far. UC is up
6.
Yeah. Down low.
No travel call there. The Franklin coach will be happy. But nonetheless, Franklin not able to convert on these layups.
You got to make those shots if you keep getting opportunities like that. The three does not bank in.
They had 4 chances there and could not convert once. And then they give up the silly foul 80 feet from the basket. That's what coaches absolutely hate, because there's really no benefit to fouling that far away from the basket.
A play like that right there is, in my opinion, the reason why they have been trailing for now the majority of this game. I mean, they're very clearly an amazing team. They have the size advantage, like we've been saying. Can't give up a foul like that, sorry.
Yep. No, don't worry. And, you know, in my opinion, probably the leading cause of heart attacks in coach is fouls more than 70 feet from the basket. The Rutgers commit back in for Franklin.
Pass to Hackett is no good. Fast break here, driving in, gets fouled. Yeah, I mean, for Franklin, they haven't been making a lot of their shots down low despite missing a ton of them. Getting fouled is definitely a good second option, you know? Looks like Peterson will check in again. This time, Mulaney will go out. Sunkins, leading scorer for the Lady Warriors, will shoot her second. No good. Another offensive rebound and another foul on the shot. They will go to the line once again. Coach telling them to box out.
Yep, that right there will kill Coach Dyer at night, right? On free throws, you got to box out, because when you're on defense, you have 4 people in the box versus 2. counting, it's 3 if you're counting the free throw shooter, but they can't go until the ball hits the rim. So really no reason that you, when you're on the free throw line, should be allowing the offense to get second chance opportunities on the free throw.
Exactly. And honestly, both of these teams, I feel like, are coaches' worst nightmares.
Yep.
Not for broadcasters, though. Second free throw is good.
And, you know, sometimes it is important to prepare, you know, against almost your biggest weakness, right? Union Catholic's biggest weakness is size. Yes. You're going up against size, going into the state tournament. You're preparing well. And, you know, it might benefit them later down the line in March.
Like with a lot of teams, what they lack in size, they make up for in skill. And
travel called.
Mantia. Myers. Sunkins to the corner. Myers will take the 3. Bounces off. There's another offensive rebound. Stewart goes up and 1. This is like, I feel like we've been saying this very repeatedly throughout this. You don't want this. I mean, they just had a 6-point lead. It might turn into a 1-point lead now for UC. Not good.
Yep, if you're the Vikings, you want this. You really want to prevent this game from becoming smash mouth basketball. You want it to be more up and down the court, playing run and gun, 3-point shooters from the corner.
Speaking of run, here's Peterson to the corner. Ziegenbalg 3.
And I mean, despite the miss, what did I say, right? Run and gun, 3-point shooters in the corner. That's exactly what they did. Just couldn't convert.
Franklin has tied the game up with that layup. UC will take a minute. Timeout here.
And I mean, if you're the Vikings, you unfortunately did essentially give up the entire, yes, you did give up the entire lead. It is now a tie ball game. Tony, in this timeout, what do you think Coach Dyer is telling her team right now to get them back into it?
I mean, I've been hearing her say box out a lot. And I know, ooh, wow, that was messed up there. They have been trying to box out here. It's really difficult against a team like this, obviously, who have a very, very clear size advantage. I just think being ready for it, better anticipation, players like Tia who really, they excel in that field. As you can see, Coach Dyer now still talking over with her team. Andrew, what do you think they're talking over right now if you're the Vikings?
I mean, obviously you understand that in some circumstances it is hard to box out on girls so much bigger than you. But, you know, for example, on the free throw line, those are examples where you're both in a prime position to get a rebound, right? On the girls on both blocks, you have the advantage, right? You're on the block. The basket's right there. Just pivot, put your foot right over the girl, and just box them out.
Yeah. And limit the fouls, too, if
Definitely.
possible. I mean, it is possible.
Yep.
One thing UC has been doing better is these impound plays. Matson, who's guarded very, very closely here. The Hackett screen. Matson will drive in. Her floater doesn't draw contact. Franklin's ball. Myers. They don't use the fast break opportunity there. Stewart.
Offensive foul. Great job at Matson drawing the foul.
And that's another thing for the Vikings. I mean, try to keep doing that too. That'll work great. Peterson will inbound it to Mulaney, who's double teamed very quickly. Peterson loses it. There's another silly play. I mean, this will kill your team late in the game. The Lady Vikings have the lead for the first time since really the very, very beginning of this game.
Lady Warriors. I also made the mistake. It is very, very easy to make that mistake.
Wait, what did I say?
The Lady Vikings.
Oh, boy.
Because it's so close.
Oh, boy. Franklin. Forget it. I'm saying Franklin now.
Yeah, we're just going to say Franklin. Even though it is such a cool name, the Lady Warriors.
It really is. I got to wonder, is the boys team for Franklin called the
Warriors.
The guy? Okay.
Just the Warriors.
I just had to ask, you know. McRiney.
Peterson does a good job clearing out space down low in the paint, and it allows Mulaney an easy rebound.
Peterson double teamed. Franklin really likes to go to that double team. And
They
honestly,
do.
it works pretty well. And Matson take the three there. Gabby Ziegenbalg. Tia got trapped in the corner, out of bounds. This is looking a bit rough here. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if there was another timeout called for UC before this half ends.
Definitely. I mean, you are running low on timeouts, but at the same time, you're also running low on time to get back into this game.
Exactly. This is something that you do not want to have continue in the fourth quarter, really at all, but especially with a close game like this, starting to get real late in the game. As Sunkins outside will drive in. Her floater rolls right off, gets her own board, puts it right back up.
Great defense, especially on the help by the Vikings to force the miss, but unfortunately they just misplaced the shooter, and unfortunately she got her own rebound and converted.
Tia.
Quick crossover, the Euro, no good. Great move there, couldn't finish.
They're starting to make the same mistakes down low as Franklin was in the beginning of this game. It'll be a foul on the shot. Myers will go to the line. I'll say it again. I really wouldn't be shocked if we had another timeout. I know it's almost the end of the third, but
She might want to, just cling on to whatever small deficit they have and just talk it over in the fourth quarter.
maybe. I mean, this is about to be a 5-point game. Well, UC had the lead for a huge part of it. Almost all of the first half, really. And it'll be a
Timeout by Franklin. I mean,
interesting.
Coach Dyer doesn't even need to waste a timeout when Franklin's really doing the favor for her.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Obviously, we said that, Coach Dyer was going to call that timeout. Instead, it's Franklin doing the favor for her. What do you think Coach Dyer right now in the huddle is telling her team to get them back into this game?
I mean, like we said before, box out, anticipate where they're going to get those offensive rebounds. You have to fully lock in when you're inbounding the ball. I mean, the Lady Warriors have scored multiple baskets now. Her floater rolls right off, gets her own board. You see, that should not have happened. You cannot let up those shots, and especially at this point in the game. I think just tighten up in those situations, and they can pull back. Here we go. Gabby inbounds it to Matson. She'll bring the ball up now. Got some back and forth here. Deep three. Gets fouled. I mean, whatever works, I guess. I mean, she's been taking a lot of really deep shots this game. This is the second time UC has gone to the line this game from a 3-point foul. First one being Matson way earlier. Gabby makes her first. Third shot is good at the line as we enter the final minute and a half of this third quarter. McRiney gets through everyone, but it is travel call on Franklin. There's a real chance for UC to show they will not let this Lady Warrior lead get any further than what it is now. Tia bringing it up. Tia, who is probably one of, if not the toughest player on the court at all times, most hustle player. Another three by Gabby. Rolls off the rim. Hackett, too, is another very hustle player. Should prove very good in this final minute here in the third.
And Janita, when your opponent is 8 inches taller than you.
It's true. Here's Matson looking around, chooses to drive in. Her layup attempt, no good. Does not get fouled either on that. Tried to draw contact. The drive. Stolen. Matson now bringing it up, fast break.
She is fouled.
There you go. She gets her foul shots like she tried to draw that last play.
And I actually really like that foul from Franklin, right? You want to make Union Catholic earn their buckets at the line, and you also want Union Catholic to remember that later down in the game. If you have a fast break opportunity, it's not going to be a wide open layup. We're going to meet you at the rim with contact.
Well, Matson hits both. Final 25 seconds of the third quarter. Some nice ball movement here. Bright has it. She'll take a shot and gets fouled. What would you call that, a floater? Not really. It didn't really float.
More of, a side fading layup. Foul called there on Hackett.
First free throw, sinks it. You can hear the Franklin coach telling his team, no threes, no fouls.
Which is, of course, Union Catholic's really bread and butter.
Oh, yeah.
Over the back foul. Great job by Haley Mulaney boxing out. Franklin thought they could get an easy putback rebound over because of the height advantage. Instead, Union Catholic is sticking to the fundamentals, and they will now go to the line to shoot some free throws, which is the exact opposite, ironically, of what Franklin's coach just said.
Yeah, no, that is literally what he was yelling to his team like 2 seconds ago. Mulaney at the line. Oof. Just rolls right off. Second free throw is good. Now, Andrew, it's time to redeem yourself. Do they take the last shot here, Franklin?
I mean, they've got to. I mean, ideally.
Oh. No, they. Well, will they?
I'm gobsmacked, truthfully. I mean, Union Catholic didn't take advantage of that to get their, a shot of their own. But nonetheless, shooting it from half court with 5 seconds left, that is one of the most questionable decisions I have really seen since the ALJ shot that lost in the game.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, Listen, they still got their lead. It is only 1 point, but I don't know. They could have really thought of a better play to be drawn up for that, or maybe a play in general. Fourth quarter, we got a very close game. Very, very curious to see where this will go.
I mean, me too. I am also very, very interested to see where this game takes us, right?
Yeah.
1 point basketball game, two extremely competitive teams that will be playing in the state tournament for a shot to win it all. This is exactly what you want to see when you're watching February girls basketball in New Jersey.
And I think you would agree with me, Andrew, on this when I say the mistakes, the little mistakes really, and the big mistakes
Yep.
that both of these teams have been making, they've been doing it consistently throughout this game.
Yes.
And it's been killing their team and really helping out the other. And it's just, this is the time where you tighten up on that stuff and say, we're not going to let this happen. We got to be firing on all cylinders here. Franklin, they'll get the three. No good. It's a high arcing shot right there. What's the call? Nope, foul on Matson, it seems.
I personally thought she did a great job boxing out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the referees disagreed. I saw Gabby Ziegeball actually celebrate with her, thinking that she drew an offensive foul. Unfortunately, she did not.
Well, that was a mismatch there.
Then a quick foul on Mulaney. That's not what you want to see coming out of a quarter break, right? Union Catholic racking up 2 quick fouls. They are 40% of the way there to the bonus.
Here's the second free throw by Wheeler. No good. Tia looking around as she's bringing it up. Matson, quick three. No good. I don't really, I've said this before, I don't think that's the shot that you need in this moment. You know, the lead that was 6 at one point was blown.
Yep. And I saw Hassan was, you know, as Hassan was bringing the ball up, I believe Mulaney was wide open down low. Obviously, it's a split-second decision, and us up in the booth, we have a great view of everything, but nonetheless, tough look to miss. Now it's Mulaney in transition.
Flying down.
She's fouled.
Foul after foul here. That has been almost the whole story of this second half here. Well, she won't go to the line. Peterson will inbound. Matson.
The floater is good. What a shot from her.
Man, that was clean.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Now you got to maintain it. Wow, great anticipation there.
Off the weak side help, and it's leading to some transition offense for Gabby Ziegeball. Couldn't convert there, though.
Do not foul here if you're Franklin. They did not listen to me when I said that. It'll be on Tia.
That was a violent collision right there.
Yeah. Franklin's coach not happy about, I guess, the play that was set up there. Or the lack of a play that was set up there. We'll have a quick three by Martin. No good. Second chance opportunity also no good. Tia brings it up. Matson is looking around. Gets it to Ziegenbalg. Mulaney.
What a pick and roll action there. But Mulaney goes off her leg, I believe. Tough break there, but love the look. Such a smooth roll off the screen.
It was a fantastic play, Andrew.
Yep.
But honestly, it hurts to see little mistakes like that. You know, we are really nearing the final 5 or so minutes of this game. This is where you play your best, especially with a 1 point, 1 point lead if you're UC. And the lead might swing back to Franklin here after these free throws by Stewart.
Yep, and you know, as the defense tightens through, as the fourth quarter progresses, right, those high quality looks are going to be harder and harder to find. So when you get one like that, you really got to convert on it.
Exactly, you got to take advantage of it. Hits both. UC now trailing by 1. Peterson, oh my gosh, almost got tackled there. Makes the free throw. Oh, not free throw. Oh,
quick little
mid-range.
4-foot mid-range, fading backwards off the pump fake. Great job by her.
My gosh, that was Martin almost flew over Peterson there. Deep shot, no good.
That'll be Union Catholic basketball.
Here we go. Extend that lead now. Come on. We're right at the end.
If I'm Franklin, right, I understand that your Rutgers commit is hurting a little bit, still dealing with that injury, but nonetheless, I think she can still set a hard screen. Obviously, I mean, nearly a turnover there for the Vikings, but for Franklin once again, right, why not use her more in pick and roll actions as a big body setting screens? I just don't really get the logic, right? If she's on the floor, setting screens is one of the least impactful things on her knee.
Here's Gabby up top.
That is a silly foul right there. Maybe 50 feet from the basket. Coaches just absolutely hate that, right? Because Gabby's eating the ball. She obviously does have range, but she's not going to shoot from that very, very corner of the gym.
You know, both of these teams being so good, honestly, both of these coaches have just been freaking out, I feel like, for so much. Just because when you play a good team, they really show you what is missing. Matson, 3, no good in the corner.
Matson nearly blocked it, flying from behind. The quick outlet to Ziegenball.
Fantastic pass. Not able to draw a foul.
The defense was strong enough, forced the miss. And that'll be a foul on Titi Hassan. Definitely a foul there. That'll slow the game down a bit. That was many, many possessions in a row, just going back and forth, up and down the court quickly. You know, such a nonchalant voice from the Franklin coach, casually telling his team, don't settle on any plays, really. You're shooting for the next 5 minutes. Go attack the basket, go be aggressive, and go earn yourself some free points at the charity stripe.
Did you say the coach was nonchalant?
He is a very, very nonchalant man.
I have to agree. No, absolutely.
I mean, if I was a head coach of a basketball team, right, I would be screaming my head off right now. Meanwhile, him, cool, calm, collected. Ladies, don't settle.
That is a good impression. Ziegenbalg, mid-range.
Love the sidestep mid-range right there, creating space and knocking down the shot.
You see, up 2. We've had some back and forth lead changes throughout this fourth quarter. 3 attempt by Myers. Rolls off. Tia swats it from Wheeler.
And jump ball will be called. And it's Union Catholic basketball, right? If you're Union Catholic, right, I understand that there is a lot of time left, but I would really want to start bleeding this clock out. Obviously not, you know, there's more than enough time for Franklin to come back, right? But why not just dribble the clock out, bleed it out? Unfortunately there, you turn it over. That's not what you want to see.
That hurt to I mean, just
got to take care of the basketball here, right? Just a clean chest pass straight to the other girl's chest. You know, you don't want to throw it, you know, too far ahead of their lead shoulder, too far behind their back shoulder. Don't want to take any risks here.
Just nightmare of a turnover right there. And Franklin makes them pay for it. Tied game again All right, now you got to have a good inbounds here, and they do.
I love giving it right back to the inbounder. She was uncovered, stepped right back into the field of play, and received the basketball.
Ziegenbalg, deep shot there. Splash!
What a shot from Ziegenbalg to give the Vikings the lead. Up 3 now with 3:30 remaining in this basketball game.
You know, when that went in, if you could see the reaction that Andrew and I did, I mean, we looked at each other just in amazement.
Simon said, put your hands on your head.
That was ridiculous. Franklin's coach not happy about, I mean.
A call.
Yeah.
Unsure what call.
First free throw's good. I mean, listen, deep shots like that, it was such a close game so far. You still got 3 minutes left. I mean,
bold move that pays off.
It did end up paying off, but man, it gives you a bit of a heart attack watching.
Yep.
And here's Matson. Oh, deflected at the rim.
By Wheeler, showing why she'll be playing Big Ten basketball next year. And it leads to an easy transition bucket for Franklin. Coach Dyer wants to talk it over with her team, sensing that her team really has a good shot to win this basketball game. But, you know, a few quick adjustments could get them back into this game and get them out of here with the W. Full time out here. The girls will sit. If you're the nonchalant coach of the Franklin Lady Warriors, yep. What do you think that coach is telling his team right now to get them back into not back into this game, they're really in this game, but, you know, allowing them to finish across the finish line strong?
Honestly, I think it's just be ready to crash the boards again. Be ready to anticipate the inbounds by UC. It's been working in their favor incredibly, very consistently throughout this entire game. I mean, I think he's telling them, listen, if they want to take those deep shots, let them take it.
Yep.
I mean, it's way better than some of the floaters they've been taking.
You will die by Gabby Ziegenbalg shooting 35 footers, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, she has a very, very great ability to make those shots, but at the same time, right, they are low percentage looks for really anybody, even for someone as skilled as she.
And, okay, we all thought the timeout ended. Oh. All right, I don't know if I heard this correctly, but it sounds like the Franklin coach called the timeout the second,
I don't believe so. I believe maybe Coach Dyer called the timeout because you can't call 2 timeouts in a row.
No.
That would be a delay of game. So I believe it was full timeout by either team, and then the other team also called the full timeout, resulting in 2 full minutes of stoppage. I mean, wow, what is there to really communicate with your team for 2 minutes of a timeout? I mean, wow.
I don't know.
Obviously, this is crunch time, right? There is no better time to communicate with your team. But at the same time, I mean, are you implementing a whole new game plan? What's really going on?
Yeah, 2 minutes. I've never seen that before in a game, you know? They must be coming up with some crazy play. I don't know. All right, well, let's see how that 2-minute timeout pays off for them. Peterson will inbound. Oh, and there's that double team. Peterson racing down again. Hackett to Ziegenbalg. Peterson, Mulaney.
Gabby Ziegenbalg scans the defense. Her floater is swatted by Wheeler.
That was a tough one there. That one was no good. It looked like it was about to roll in there.
Team effort there to stop the Rutgers commit from getting the rebound.
There's Peterson. Another
Peterson's
deflection.
layup is blocked. That is brutal right there. But at the same time, Union Catholic will get the basketball back, right? Just got to get the ball inbounds, set up shop, and get a good look here.
And don't shoot over that girl.
Definitely not.
Oh, my gosh. That's some Fantastic defense down low. They are swatting the. Oh, Siegenbalg will go to the line.
Go to the line. A technical foul has been called.
Interesting there.
Unsure who the technical foul was on or for what purpose it was for, but nonetheless, that allows Union Catholic to, I believe, take the lead, right?
Yes, it does. By 1 with about 2.5 minutes to go in this game. Great matchup here. Can't wait to discuss it after the game ends. Whoever wins here, you know, it really is, you can't tell. Here's Hackett.
And obviously it's nice when we get the win because then Coach Dyer gets to come on,
Yep.
explain what she was seeing out there, what she liked out of her girls, maybe what she didn't like. But unfortunately, that's something she is not going to like, and it's the turnovers.
You know, it's plays like that it'll kill you at the end of a game. Mid-range, down to Zap. Ooh, almost an and one there.
And that is brutal there, right? You let the point guard come from outside of the perimeter, cut in through the lane untouched to really get the uncontested offensive rebound. Unacceptable there. If you're the guards of Union Catholic, got to put a body on the girls, even on the perimeter.
Well, the game is all tied up now at 51.
I believe that was an offensive foul on the missed free throw.
Yeah.
Both teams will be shooting free throws on the next foul.
You don't want to get trapped in the corner again. Franklin loves to do that double team. It works almost every time for him. I feel like all the shots that have been taken down low against Franklin, you either get fouled or it gets deflected. That's really been the story for the past few minutes. Gabby's first free throw is good. Stewart comes back in the game. Both free throws are good. Vikings up 2. And now we got a minute and a half left to go in this game. No mistakes are acceptable here.
And just as you say that, that is a killer right there. I understand massive size advantage for the Lady Warriors, but at the same time, right, if you're going to give up the layup, you can't also foul along with it. 3-point play opportunity here for Franklin.
Hackett will come out for Hassan. I mean, I've never really seen it so much at the end of a game on this level as I think I've had for this one. Then again, it shows you how great these teams are at putting pressure on the other team. The Peterson layup, no good.
That is another tough break there for the Vikings, but they will get a travel call to make up for that mistake. They will go on offense right here. They're going to set up a good look and hope to get that missed layup back.
Yeah, let's see if they do end up making up that mistake.
And if I'm the Vikings here, right, I am not forcing anything.
No. Oh,
Don't like that.
oh, it'll be Franklin's ball.
That is a shocker right there. You got to get the ball back. Ideally, you don't want them to shoot a 3 because a 3-pointer right here would extend the lead to 4.
Yeah.
2-possession game. If you're Franklin, just hold the ball. There's no reason to shoot. There's no reason to pass. make Union Catholic foul you, send you to the line, and win the game via a free throw shooting contest.
Tia tried to get a charge there.
Did not work out. It'll be a blocking foul instead.
Yeah, I mean, everything right now in the past minute, almost everything has been going the Lady Warriors' way here.
First time we're seeing Patak in the game for the Vikings. She does provide them a spark defensively. And additionally for that, right, she has no fouls, which could come into play later because the Vikings may have to play the foul game.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, if you have to, go for it. You know, it's something we actually saw a lot near the end of that Cranford game.
And they don't get the rebound off the free throw. That is killer.
Ooh.
Third chance opportunity does not go for the Warriors. And Gabby Ziegenball is cherry picking down the floor.
Oh!
And her layup doesn't go. And then she immediately gives up the foul. And actually, maybe a bit of a contrarian take here. I like the immediate foul by Gabby Ziegenball. Maybe didn't mean to do that, but now it sends Franklin to the line. They'll have to make these 2 free throws to extend it to actually, no, they will not be able to extend it to a 2-possession game. So no matter what here, it'll be a 1-possession game. You get the ball back, and you allowed no time to come off the clock after that miss. But nonetheless, tough miss. They've got to box out here on the free throw. This has got to be a big point of emphasis for Coach Dyer.
This might be the biggest play of the game thus far for the Vikings. They don't box out, and Franklin gets the ball once again. Now you just got to hold it until you get fouled. So, I mean, foul him.
You got to foul.
At this point.
Or you nearly get the steal.
Delaney almost had it there. Yeah, I mean, they foul just.
I think Coach Dyer may not be able to sleep at night.
No.
She will be looking up at the ceiling, just imagining defensive rebounds off of free throws. That is killer right there. That is her sleep paralysis demon at this point. And Elizabeth Adeboyega checks into the game. Coach Dyer maybe wants extra rebounding presence down low, trying to see if some new personnel is capable of boxing out.
I mean, you can't blame her for that decision either.
You really can't.
You know, that has been a huge part of this. Franklin goes up by 2 now.
You will have a shot to either win or tie the game, no matter what happens on this free throw, as long as you get the rebound.
And here we go. Free throw, no good. Peterson gets the rebound. Gabby Ziegenball. Bad pass there.
Secured.
Gets it. Bad pass there, and Franklin steals it.
Amelia Patak, tough turnover there. And the Franklin Lady Warriors will walk out of the vault with the win. What a tough loss there from the Vikings. Really exposing them really on a fundamental level, down low, boxing out defensively, which is really not a good sign. But at the same time, did expose them, and now in practice they can work on that for the next few days going into the state tournament against Our Lady of Mercy, who, of course, has 2 6-footers on their roster, just like this current Franklin team does.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a heartbreaking loss there, you know? I mean, they were in it the entire game. They were leading for so long. They had so many opportunities. It just nothing really was going their way, especially in that last minute and a half there. I don't know what happened. I mean, and they weren't little things that, you know, you have to kind of look into and see what messed up. Clear as day, you can see what went wrong, and it just everything was going Franklin's way. They were getting lucky. They were playing good too. Just, yeah, I mean, wow, that's
even offensively, right? This team is known for being offensively firepowered, right? You have 2 turnovers, 1 on each side of the court. One was Amelia Patak, one was Titi Hassan, and then you have 2 missed layups, really nearly wide open. And then defensively, of course, the rebounding, mistakes on both ends. Not ideal, not what you want to see for a team in February. And we currently have a highlight reel going, I believe. Experimental feature here in the live stream vault. I mean, what a floater there from Peterson. 4 feet away. I mean, you're really seeing the barrage of firepower from this Union Catholic Vikings offense, but couldn't get it to go late when it mattered most. I mean, that's from the parking lot right there. What a shot. And then the rebounding. That really killed them down low, down the stretch. And also that turnover. I mean, that really sealed the game right there. I mean, you really got a good glimpse of what happened throughout this basketball game during that highlight tape, right? You're seeing a lot of firepower from the Vikings offensively, but defensively, down low, late in the game, they just could not get a stop to save their life. And, you know, nonetheless, I think it's good that they had this really exhibition game before the state tournament.
Yeah.
You allow yourselves to really expose yourselves to tougher competition. You see what you got to work on. You go and practice. You get to work, and you fix what went wrong.
I completely agree. We're going to take the time now to promote another game. We got Boys County semis tomorrow at 7 p.m. versus Roselle Catholic at Kane.
Yep, we will not be commentating on that event, of course. It is at Kane. I believe they have the rights to do whatever they want with that game.
Yeah.
But it is a blowout for the Vikings, so be there. Please. We are going to win this game. It is tough to beat a team 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Union Catholic's day. They will win. And I believe they're actually about to get on the court right now to practice to beat those Lions tomorrow at Kane.
Tony Manusos, Andrew Miller, and for the UC Viking Nation, stay tuned, everybody.